Assalamualaikum students. Hope you all are good, safe and sound. Okay, so let's begin with the chapter number 1. Basics of Information Technology. Students, we have started with this chapter. It's a theory chapter and it's a lengthy chapter, and it has all the basic terms, okay, which is going to be used in the further topics and in the next year syllabus. These terms are very, useful for you people if you understand everything. Okay, so and as you can see that most of the students, they are not watching the lectures. So if you don't watch it, you won't be able to understand anything. Okay, so it's better you should at least have a view on the chapters, okay, on the lectures, so that you can understand the technical terms. Okay, so today we are going to learn more about an operating system. Okay, students, last time we have finished with the types and categories of the software. Okay, so now we are going to learn more about an operating system. Okay, so here we'll just see what is an operating system. Now, an operating system, students, we can say that it acts as an interface between a computer and a user, okay, and a computer or a hardware. Okay, last time I had shown you one image also, that how the software, okay, the software sits in between. Like, we'll just show you. Okay. This is the user, this is the software, let's see. Okay, and then one more box I'll draw. So this is the user, student, the end user. This is the software or the operating system, and this is the hardware. Okay, so in this way, what happens? The operating system acts as an interface. Okay, it acts as an interface so that the user can communicate with the computer hardware. Getting, student? So an operating system is a software, we can say. In this, right, that an operating system acts as an interface. Okay, so between whom? Between a user and a computer hardware. Between a user and a computer hardware. Okay, students. So here we can say that an operating system is a software which performs all the basic tasks. Okay, students, last time we've studied that the software, the types of software. We have the system software and the application software. So they are meant for doing specific tasks. You know, students, the application software is for what purpose? To the specific tasks like documentation, painting, drawing. Okay, then calculation, spreadsheets are there, presentations are there. Okay, these are the tasks of the application software. Whereas the system software or this one operating system, it acts as an interface. That means when you want to load some app or the software, the application software, there should be an operating system. Okay, like we have Windows operating system, DOS operating system, Unix operating system, Linux operating system. There are so many operating system, students. Okay, so operating system acts as an interface. Okay, so that the user can communicate with the system hardware, so that it can be easy for the user to communicate with the help of the software, that which it has to do with the help of the end user. Okay, so here we say that an operating system is a software which performs all the basic tasks, okay, like file management, memory management, process management, handling input and output, and controlling peripheral devices, okay, such as disks, drives, printers, scanners. Then you have different types of we can say the utilities, okay, for the computer system. So these are all the task which is done by the operating system. So operating system is meant to do the basic tasks, okay, basic task which is done by the operating system, like task like file management, okay, file management. Then what we have different types of, we can say, the memory management, process management, memory management, I'll just write the short form, then the process management, etc. Okay, these are the tasks of the operating system. Okay, so, and you must know, student, that whenever you want to load something, okay, the application or the apps or the application software, there is a need, or we can say that it's must that you should have the operating system. If you do not have an operating system in your computer, you won't be able to have any application software in your computer, okay, because operating system acts as an interface to load the different types of applications as well. Okay, students, so we'll just see, let us understand more about operating system, students. A computer would not be able to function correctly without an operating system. You have to remember this. What? That a computer would not be able to function correctly. Why? If you do not have an operating system, okay, without an operating system. Why? Because if operating system is not there, there will be no application software, so how are you going to perform the task? Okay, so that's why it is necessary, it is must to have an operating system. Then second is what, students? An operating system is a software program that empowers the computer hardware to communicate and operate with the computer software. Just now I've said, student, that operating system acts as an interface between the user and the computer hardware. Okay, so with the help of this, what happens, that operating system is a software program, student, that empowers. Okay, operating system is a software program. Okay, is a software program which empowers the computer hardware communicate and operate with the computer software. Okay, to communicate and cooperate with the computer software. That's why, students, you need to have the cooperate with the computer software. Okay, so you have to do this. You have to keep this in mind. Okay, then next one is what, students? The operating system boots up computer and makes sure everything is operational. You know, students, whenever you start with your PC, what happens? that it boots. Sometimes what happens, students, your computer hangs if you try to do multiple tasks at the same time. Okay, simultaneously you want to have so many applications to run. Okay, so what happens, your system gets slowed down. Okay, for the reason what that they are unable to cope up with the speed. Okay, the processing speed. Okay, so for that reason what the operating system boots up the computer and makes sure that everything is operational. So whenever you start your computer, the first thing which operates is what? Your operating system. Your operating system begins and then other things gets loaded in your computer system. Okay, so that's why the operating system boots up. Computer. Okay, and make sure everything is operational. Operational means everything is working properly. Okay, then next one is what, students? The operating system is also which runs the cell phone and most of the electronic devices. You know, student, that in your cell phone also you need to have the operating system. There are so many operating systems are there for your mobile phone, like yeah, Android is there, your Asha is there, BlackBerry is there. So many different types of operating systems are there. Okay, then now you have, you are just listening new terms, Snapdragon, and so many different mobile systems are there with the advanced operating systems. Okay, so operating system is also which runs your cell phone. Okay, and most of the operating devices. The operating system also runs the cell phone and most of the operating devices. Okay, then you have what, students? The operating system usually come preloaded on any computer. Yes, students, whether you have a tablet here, whether you have a laptop or a cell phone, okay, whatever, the computer, whatever product you buy, the electronic product, okay, which runs on this one, we can say the digital programming. So they are coming the preloaded. Okay, whenever you buy a computer, students, you don't have to load the operating system. Do you ever load the operating system? No, it's already preloaded. What you do, you just load or install the applications, the apps. Okay, so that's why the operating system usually preloaded. Okay, they are usually preloaded on the system. On the system means any system, whether it's your laptop, your computer, your tablet, or your mobile phone, whatever. So operating systems are usually preloaded. So you have to be, you have to make sure that you understand is that you are whatever you are downloading or uploading or installing in your system, that is not the operating system. Okay, most of the time, usually it is preloaded. When you load it, when your operating system gets corrupt, if it is not functioning properly, then what you do, you just try to have the new operating system, which you do it by yourself, or you can call the computer hardware, okay, repairer of the system. Okay, otherwise you can easily download or preload, or we can load the operating system on your devices, whichever electronic devices you have which runs on the operating system. Okay, then what? Next thing is what, students? That most of the people, they use the operating system that comes with their devices as default. Okay, many of us, whichever operating system we are having, we just try to have the work on that same operating system. But most of the people, if they do not want, they want to have the more advanced operating system. So usually most of the people, okay, or we can say the few of the people, it depends upon their usage. Okay, they try to have the new operating system with better configuration, we can say the better, you can say the version, okay, with better features. Okay, so most of the people, they use operating system that comes with their devices as default, or else few can go for the newer also. Okay, default operating system is used by most of the people, or else people can go for the another one also. Okay, because there are so many operating systems are there. Even in operating system there are version students, like Windows. We were having earlier DOS, then came the Windows 98, then 2000, then 2003, then 2007, 2010, then 2007 Pro, 2010 Pro. Means so many operating systems are there, students. Okay, according to the need, according to the feature, it's, you know, it's getting used by the people. Okay, according to the requirement. Then what, students? It is necessary to use licensed operating system and not a copied or pirated one. Okay, students, so it's very much necessary that you should always use the licensed operating system. Licensed operating system. Okay, and not the pirated one. What is pirated? Pirated is what, student? Software piracy, you might be knowing. What is that software piracy? That it is nothing but the copyright violation of software which is created, or we can say originally by an individual or an institution. Means some other person or the institution, they have created it. Okay, but somebody else, okay, the hacker, the masquerade people, okay, they are just trying to copy the software programs, okay, from the original one, and then just try to duplicate it and sell it. Okay, that is the software piracy. That means copyright violation. Software piracy, you just remember the students. Software piracy, we can say it is the copyright violation. Violation means what? You are breaking the rules and regulations. Okay, that if something is belonging to somebody, but you are just trying to have that particular thing and just try to sell it on your own name, okay, for your benefit. Okay, so it includes stealing of codes, programs, okay, and other information illegally, and creating the imitate copy, okay, by unauthorized means, and utilizing this data either for own benefit or for profit making. That is called as the software piracy. I'll explain you this in detail in next lecture, inshallah. And the last point here is what, students, that there are many open source operating system available on the web, okay, which are freely downloadable. Okay, so it is advisable to use those operating system instead of the pirated ones. Okay, so you must go for the open source, okay, operating systems. Students, we have studied this open source and closed source. Okay, so you have to go for that one, because if it is open source, it is freely available on the internet, on the website, so you can just download from there and you can install it in your system. So these are the few more points regarding the operating system. Okay, so inshallah in next lecture we'll just see the types of operating system. Okay, so hope you have understood this. So just try to go through the points, okay, and how the operating system works. Okay, so till then, just take care. Have a blessed day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.